Welcome back, everybody.
We don't know how we lasted this long. Someone's gonna get the studio open and find out we keep going on the air on Tuesdays, but whatever.
Listen, I sent out all the mailers, I sent out smoke signals, and nobody gives a damn.
You know,
You know,
I say we milk it as long as we have to, buddy.
hey, listen, so long as they're going ahead and they're accepting our invitation to watch this, I'm still gonna go ahead. And I'm gonna keep on dishing it. It's kind of like those people that go ahead and call, like, "Hey, your extended warranty on your vehicle is due."
Hey, that's real, right?
Oh yes, right next to the fact that I listen. I had the privilege of finally going ahead and getting one of the people from the Social Security Department saying that my Social Security number is delinquent.
What? Oh,
Yeah. And I should go ahead and make a phone call because my warrant for my arrest is out there.
I hope you immediately retained a lawyer and paid them whatever they wanted.
I immediately went ahead and I retained one. I gave him my 5G and I made sure that he was going to use it to the best of his ability to take care of this case.
5G. Look at you throwing around money.
Well, when you got it, you flaunt it.
I don't even have 5G on my phone. I got 4G.
So,
It's about all I got. Hey, Bose, I'm going to attempt to share our show right now.
oh, look at you. Yes, listen, everybody who is being tortured for the next like 58 minutes.
Uh,
Like it, hit a like button. If you love it, hit the love button. Laugh, laugh. You know the damn buttons, god damn it, by now.
we
And
don't,
share.
do we have to not share this anymore? Does it just automatically share?
It doesn't automatically share. Unfortunately, our wonderful viewers who take the time to watch this agonizing hour and maybe sometimes plus 1 minute, they can go ahead. They could hit the share button. They could do that. And if you like something, comment, say something. If you want us to know like something's horrible, let us know.
Oh,
Because you want what? Otherwise, we're
wait.
going to keep on doing the same shit.
It's only a matter of time before they question everything about us. So, whatever.
Well, I was questioning just before we started. I was like, do you ever notice like how we got paired up? Like both of us have blue eyes.
That was the reason I thought we were the two guys who offered to pay like $25.50 to.
Problems on my cell phone.
Oh, so Bose,
Yep.
I'm very eager to hear your predictions. Hence my crystal ball guy in the back here. Should have been a
Yes.
magic 8 ball because I think that would be more appropriate to your quality of your
Oh,
predictions.
oh,
But
yeah, you meant eight ball. The thing you turned out to.
not, yeah, not
Sorry,
what got you through
sorry.
elementary school. No.
Okay, nothing that you put in pizza, but
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So I'm curious to see your predictions. I got some topics for the between now and the end of the year to see what you feel is going to happen. And I mean, you're pretty much the closest thing to a human Ouija board, so I figured, hey, let's have at it.
I
So,
do know the alphabet and those two words, yes and no.
oh, nice. Before we get started, though, shameless
Yes.
plug.
Teespring.com.
Teespring.com, folks. That's now I'm going to do it like we always do. We spell spring.com. Go down to the browse bar, type in no rhyme, no reason, and voila, you get the chance to spend your hard earned money on no rhyme, no reason mugs. Where are they? There we go. No rhyme, no reason mugs, masks, beach towels. What else, Bose? Shirts.
Oh,
Um,
shirts, masks,
yeah.
bowling balls,
Okay. I
condoms.
don't think we have bowling balls, but it would be. We
Okay.
should have bowling balls. But we don't. But anyway, teespring.com. Here's what else you could do. If you don't like No Rhyme, No Reason, you're probably not hearing this anyway, but let's just say you accidentally stumble upon it. You can go in and you can put in Gubs Radio and you can stumble upon shows you might like Domestic Disturbance, Pazuzu,
Oh, yes.
Knock 'em Dead Comedy, Ashland,
Oh, Ashland.com.
Limo Talk with the Grozinator, .com, and Chef Felix, and
I feel
Zancuda
like
Soul Space,
I was about
and
to say, I feel like we're taking away from her when we do this. You got the mystical guy with this all-seeing eye. I got the space in the background, so I hope she doesn't get mad at
you
us.
feel that between your space and my fortune teller guy that we should do another show. I think.
I see it in our future.
Oh, I see what you did there. Nice. Anyway, teespring.com. It's not too early to start your Christmas shopping and get your No Rhyme, No Reason mug, mask, beach towel, t-shirt, tank top, Jeff Bosey
Ouija,
pinup, whatever you got to do.
Ouija board.
All right, Bose, let's do a little predicting.
Go ahead, go for it. Sure. What do
Because
you
in a
have for me?
168-hour week, we only get one of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Well, you took the time to do the math on
let's
that?
do something. So, Bose, today started in our area. Today started the so-called 2021 school year.
Uh, I'm going to take you a step back. My school district started last week.
Well, but the kids in your area probably need a little extra. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah, they do.
You know,
They do.
in most areas they started today, but I understand.
I'll tell you this. Definitely out of my school district, no astrophysicists have graduated out of there. So I could definitely tell you that maybe a handful of baristas and bowling ball attendants have graduated out of there. And maybe some delightful people that work at your local Stop and Shop. But as far as astrophysicists and medical doctors,
I would have a better chance of learning the bones in the human body than to become a barista and make those crazy drinks. So I will give them all the credit in the world.
but yeah, no, they definitely my school district started. But go ahead, you were going to go ahead and
So,
bring out that. Go ahead.
my simple question to you is: give me your prediction. Does the school year go through uninterrupted, or will there be a pause?
Well,
When I say
because
pause, I mean will all in-class teaching become back to home?
I will definitely say that because I listen intensively and I read through the lines of when a political figure decides they want to open their mouth and discuss something of some importance. They mentioned today if there's more than 100 cases within a 2-week period, that they will go ahead and start to come in, take over of whatever
Wait,
criteria
100 cases in one school, or where are you
in
talking?
one school.
Oh, in one school. Okay,
One school.
that's a lot, though. No.
That's true, but think about the thousands of people that are in that building. So,
Not every school's got 1,000 people in it.
well,
Elementary schools don't have 1,000 people, do they?
let's say if you did, let's say you just did the elementary school, elementary
Yeah,
level,
maybe close,
and
800, 800, I guess. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's up there, But they said 100 cases within a 2-week period that the state will come in and take over the scene. But nevertheless, it's looking, and then they bring up things like we are hitting the flu season, and we're going to have problems with extra testing between the flu and COVID. So I'm going to sit there and say, I want to say November, December, we're going to be pushing for total virtual learning. Where
Wow,
all our
really?
kids will, around November, December, we're going to go ahead because that would have been the time. That would have been the time frame of where students can go ahead and re-enlist for January, because the whole rule is if you're not in now, you can't go ahead and you have to put yourself in the list to get back in for January to go into school. You can easily opt out. That's not a problem. You can opt out anytime. But if you want to opt in, you got to wait until the half of the semester is finished. But I'm going to sit there and say,
I got an
November,
update,
December.
Bose. I got an update
oh,
for you.
yeah? Good.
Will Sharon, said that his brother-in-law went to the high school, I guess, Bosie, your high school.
Okay.
His dad designed the control switches that landed the LEM in 1969. So, go for, I guess you weren't in those classes?
Well, listen, then again, let's bring it forward a few millennia and bring it to the current age of where kids are like, oh my God, I didn't have like all my bars in my cell phone and I can't go ahead and I can't get on TikTok. And oh my God, I tried to put an Instagram photo and nobody liked it. Those are the kind of kids that are growing up today. I mean, oh my God, I had to go all the way up the block and I didn't drive. Becky didn't pick me up. So these are the kind of kids that are out there. I'm not talking about the people who worked back in 1969. How about this? Gen Xers, fine. The last breed of possibility of hard labor or who gave a shit generation. Anything else of that, it's more like, I'm feeling so not entitled. What are we going to do today? I don't like red meat anymore. Stop it. Stop forcing your culture on me.
That's
These
a
are the people that are out there.
that is a by the way, you're nailing that Karen voice. That's a perfect Karen voice, I think. You're doing well with
so,
that. So
yes.
so wait. So just to be clear, you're writing off the kids leaving the house for school November, December. But I need you to pick one. You got to be a little more. Come on.
Listen. I'm gonna push that we need to go ahead. We need to get it past an election time, and then after we get past our elections,
Well, that's early November. November what? 3rd or 4th is election day.
yeah. So let's go. Let's go headed towards Thanksgiving. Okay.
And then you
let's
think
make it around
that's it.
and then be thankful that the kids are back home on their laptops so they can go ahead and make the ophthalmologist wallets skyrocket because all our kids' eyes are going to be damaged from staring at a goddamn screen for 6 hours of the day. Thank you. Thank you, America. You've
But they
done such
said
a
that.
wonderful job.
Do you wear glasses?
No, and should I? Yes.
Oh, because they said that about if you whacked off too much, you'd go blind. And I mean, you don't even wear glasses. And let's be honest.
Well, let's listen. To be fair, I make sure I wear the proper PPE while taking care of myself during corner time. You know,
good to know. So
if you're
school
gonna
year,
stank,
school
if you're
year,
gonna-
Thanksgiving, you're writing it off all at home. What about? Do they resume at all in the spring?
There's a possibility of I'm going to sit there and say towards after, yeah, maybe like during spring after Easter. But listen, see, you got to take care of yourself.
Jesus, you look like a welder.
Well, when I'm going ahead and I'm, putting things together. But yeah, no, I definitely see. You want to know what? Like I said, definitely we're going to have some sort of interruption during late November and early December. That's my prediction, and that's
okay. So, school started today, technically, even though you said it started in your area. So, I know you got some pet peeves about the school year starting.
Oh my God. Yes.
Give
let's dabble into this.
Give me your 3 pet peeves about the school year starting.
Okay, for all of you people out there who have children, shame on you. Okay, shame the goddamn hell out of you. Listen, it's bad enough I had to look at your goddamn post about your political views. It's bad enough that I had to go ahead and watch what kind of meal you ate because you had to take a freaking picture of it and post it. It's bad enough you have to go ahead and advertise whatever kind of bullshit goes through your mind. But please, for Christ's sakes, and everybody else's sake, I don't give a rat's ass about your child's first day holding the sign, hey, it's little Timmy's first day, or it's little Mikey's second day. I don't care. Stop with the pictures, okay? Stop advertising your children like they should go ahead and be the next, Dancing with the Stars. All right? It's not happening. Yeah. Listen, and everyone keeps on saying oh, but these are memories. Okay, good. I'm glad that you're letting Facebook, some piece of shit hellhole web service, keep your memories in there. Hey, you want to know what? When I was able to go ahead and tell stories to everybody, shit that happened in my past, you know what that's from? Memories. Get a load of that. Take a mental note. Do you really going to go ahead and sit there and go, hey, let me scroll back 7 years ago? Or wait a minute. This came up in my memories about the fact that my kid went to school and this is his first day. Nobody gives a shit. Stop taking a picture. Stop posting it. Stop being a pretentious asshole with your child. Thank you.
Who hurt you, Bozy?
The world. That big thing behind me. That's what hurt me.
Any other pet peeves besides the fact that driving for you gets worse now because of school buses and commuters?
Listen, everyone, I got done hearing that once again. We'll go back to that moron Cuomo. All right, he got done saying today, you'll notice that since school has opened, that traffic has built up and there's a lot more people commuting and they'd rather go ahead and use their own cars versus public transportation. Asshole, okay? This goddamn thing where more people have been on the road has started ever since you opened up your little phase 3, working into phase 4, which is a phase we don't give a shit about. Okay, traffic's already built up. It already says 90 minutes to the George Washington Bridge as soon as you get off the Throg's Neck since about June. Okay, so stop with your bullshit. You don't drive anywhere, obviously, because if you did, you would have known that everybody's been out on the road. Screw the school buses. I don't even really see them for some odd reason. Maybe because there's less people going to school. Maybe because they've gone ahead and downsized the amount of people that they have to drop off their little like shit turds that decided they wanted to go ahead and like say, hey, let's have a kid and put them on that one of those wonderful cheese boxes that have no air conditioning because you can't use the air conditioning now. Why? Because you'll spread the COVID. So they had to go ahead. And you know what I'm wondering also? Hold on. We'll just take it back a step. If they're going to go ahead and they have to keep all the windows open, for fresh air so that kids don't get sick and bring home the COVID, I'm just wondering, what are you going to do during the wintertime if you still have school and it's like 20 below? Let me ask this. Are you going to keep the windows open to freeze those little freaking meat packs that go ahead and scream and pick their nose and go ahead and call you mommy and daddy every day? That's a question that's in my mind. But still, nevertheless, traffic is shit. Back to you, Rich.
I'm glad you rested up over the long weekend because
fuck the weekend. I didn't have a weekend. I had to work Sunday. But moving on, back to you, my friend.
You came back with your knickers all twisted, and I don't know. I feel like we're getting a little extra angry Bozy today. So Bose, you're predicting school having a disruption. You don't think it may or may not come back in the spring or whatever. That leads me to prediction number 2, which might change your answer for number 1. Which is prediction on a vaccine.
All right. Here's another thing. Once again, I've heard on the news because listen, and I don't just listen to the medical doctors that got their degree on Facebook. I'm also going to such quite wonderful inquiries that you would go to, such as Daily News, Newsday, The Post, the NPR, and our political officials, because somewhere's in there's got to be a small amount of truth somewhere. Not a lot, just a little bit, just enough to get you by and make sure that you can go ahead and pay your monthly mortgage. So I would go ahead to say vaccine. They're pushing something out. I heard something that they went ahead. Somebody came in.
It doesn't matter if they push something out. If it doesn't work,
then
there's a disruption.
They said they have something that works. And they're in trial runs or whatever it is. They said they have something. Okay. And of course they have something. You want to know why?
So you think there'll be an effective vaccine because that would in turn open things up, don't you think?
Yes. How quaint that we already we have a vaccine that came. What was it? Was it either late August or early September? And how wonderful that we're in the beginning stages of it. And you want to know what else has been pushed besides that fucking vaccine? But the amount of fucking phone calls I'm getting from a 716 area code asking if I'm a registered voter and they want to go ahead and find out a little bit of information about things that are going on during trying times. Listen, thank you for the call, Mary, but do me a favor, stop wasting my time and jam that huge phone that you called me on up your ass.
What did Mary do to you?
Called me and disturbed me while I was pumping fuel into my truck. That's what she did. Screw you, Mary. You're soliciting. You're a bullshit caller. Stop it. Send your shit in the mail to everybody else so I can go ahead, tear it up, and throw it away with all the other wonderful things, like letters that come from, Jehovah's Witnesses or, I need to buy solar. Those people. Those are the things that I want to see in the mail so I could tear it up or use it as toilet paper, one or the other. But the vaccine, a true vaccine or what are they pushing out?
A real vaccine.
The real vaccine, we're not going to see till about another, I don't know, 10, 15 years.
What? Really?
Yeah, really. Really.
Okay.
Do we have a vaccine against the flu?
Yeah.
We do?
They give it out every year.
Right. What are they pumping into you?
No idea. I never got one.
The flu.
Yeah.
They're pumping in the flu.
Okay.
So they're going to pump in COVID. What's that going to do? The numbers are up. I wonder why.
I'm not sure it works exactly the way
it's not that it's not that I'm an anti-vaxxer, okay? It's not that I'm an anti-vaxxer, okay? It's the point of, listen, instead of a vaccine, how about you find the goddamn cure, okay?
Well, genius, listen, yes. Don't you think they're working on that, or do you think...
No!
Of course they are, you moron.
No, they aren't.
What?
They're not working on anything.
Yes,
they're
they-
working. They're pumping dollars into Elon Musk's ass so he can send another goddamn paper fucking plane up into the
So
fucking moon.
where do you think the vaccine's coming from then?
It's wherever, I don't know, but God knows.
Of course they're trying to cure it. I mean, listen, they haven't cured. It's a virus, right? I mean, when did HIV come out? In the 80s,
Yeah.
early 80s. No cure for it. It's a virus. So it's not for lack of effort. It's just they don't have it. But I don't imagine they're not trying to cure it. I mean,
Listen, how about these intelligent people that are going ahead and trying to find a way of making the new iPhone 15, 59, whatever the fuck number you want to come out with? I have no idea what the numbers are up to these days.
I think
have
you're
no
up to
clue, nor do I
11.
care. Up to 11? Good for them.
I think so.
Listen, why don't they take the 11, split it up, take those two fingers and jam it up their fucking nose, all right? Or that, or in their fucking eyes so they can see how, like, the blind they are to, like, the real world. Listen, they're not going to have any sort of, they need to have a cure. They need to find something else that's going to be effective. Right now, they have testing vaccines. They don't have the actual thing.
Well,
that's
sure,
gonna
because
go
they
ahead-
have to go through a multi-stage process to get a vaccine that passes the smell test. But you're talking about a cure, okay? For instance, there's a flu vaccine which mitigates, I don't know, let's say 40% or whatever of the flu, right?
Right, okay, go ahead.
Okay. There's no cure for the flu, right? But if you can stop 40% of people who get the vaccine from getting the flu, well, that's pretty good, don't you think?
Listen, the thing is the fact that, like, listen, I know there's never going to be a cure for any viruses, but like I said, you have vaccines that are out there, fine. Maybe you get vaccinated, maybe it helps, maybe it doesn't, maybe it makes it worse. Maybe you go ahead and you catch a worst case from the vaccine because it wasn't, like, diluted the right way and,
Sheesh.
whatever they did.
You're the voice of doom today.
Listen, because you want to know what? Everything about this damn virus irritates me.
Bose,
it aggravates me.
Bose, I got some support here, so I'm going to bring in the big guns here. Okay.
Okay, who are the big guns?
First of all, hi to Don Sill, Carla Okerson, Greg DiFilippo. Who else we got? Joan Krupiasha. Carla said,
Yes. What did Carla have to say?
Why don't we have an AIDS vaccine? Soliciting, not a word. She got you there again. That's not how vaccines work. And there has never been a cure for any virus ever. So, hence, they can treat this thing. They can't cure it, but they can get a vaccine to lessen the amount of people that get it. That's the important.
So you can go ahead, put a Band-Aid on a sword wound.
No, you're stopping. No, that's a bad analogy. You're stopping maybe 2 out of 5 people from getting stabbed with the sword, and then the 3 people who get stabbed, you might have a better way to treat the 3 people who have been stabbed.
Okay.
You can't stop them from being stabbed. You can't stop everyone from being stabbed.
Okay, but
especially in your neighborhood.
Have we found that way yet?
This virus has been here for 8 months.
Exactly.
What do you
8 long months with all our professional medical doctors.
Dude, we haven't figured out. You and I haven't figured out Zoom since May.
But once again, we're not getting. The thing is, hold on.
What
is our budget? What is our budget, and what are we getting paid to figure this out?
We have a team of specialists working behind the scenes at No Rhyme No Reason. And
yes, and they're paid with peanuts.
They have some doctors, maybe some immunologists and infectious disease people, and don't forget too all the people on Facebook who are chiming in. I mean, that's big.
Listen, and for the 7 people that are watching, do me a favor once again, share, please share.
Because all right, Bose.
I don't want to be angry anymore. But go ahead, let's go back.
Another prediction I'd like from you.
Go ahead.
Thursday night kickoff for NFL season. You think the season completes or doesn't?
Well, didn't we shut down a couple of sports already?
Don't answer a question with a question.
Okay, fine. Football, big money maker. No, we don't shut that down. That keeps on going because there's too many people that have gambling problems and too many big heads are in the gambling world. So no, football goes all the way up until February.
Well, you are a glass is half empty, and the half that's full has like glass shards in it. You're just in prime shape today. I love it. So you think football goes straight through, uninterrupted, till the Super Bowl?
All the way through.
Do you want to
all
make
the
it?
way.
Would you like to make your Super Bowl prediction right here, right now on No Rhyme, No Reason?
Definitely not the Dallas Cowboys for the win.
And who will they not be playing in the Super Bowl?
They will not be playing. Um, you want to know what? I have a good feeling about the Giants. Maybe
Well, they can't play the Giants, but you have the Giants going to the Super Bowl.
I want the. Yeah, why not?
You truly
Yeah.
are not a sports fan.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay.
But
I'm going on.
Hold
I'm
on,
going on
wait.
record.
Let's go for the classic. Since it was brought up since it was brought up on Friday on that wonderful show called Domestic Disturbance, and it was about 2 weeks ago when they had the back scene of Smoking the Bandit, and in Smoking the Bandit, listen, there's a way to this. Just listen. They had Smoking the Bandit, and in the Smoking the Bandit movie, there was Terry Bradshaw from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
So let's go with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Against the Giants.
No, just for the win of the Super Bowl.
Oh. All right. Well, I'm taking. I'm going to go out on a limb and pick Seattle against Baltimore.
Okay, fine. Two
And that's
states
all I
that
got
have the
for
COVID. Good.
That's all I got. All right, Bose. Halloween.
Yes.
I know you're a big Halloween guy.
This is unfortunate. This is why I go ahead and say, why do pumpkins exist at all this year?
What's your thoughts? Is how you now? You remember years ago when Hurricane Sandy hit this area. First of all, it was freezing for Halloween that year. Most people had no power either, so that was fun. But it was a weird Halloween. What's your thoughts about Halloween this year? I mean, obviously, it's a little bit different because of social distancing and stuff. I don't think people are going to be leaving bowls of candy that say take one and touch all the other ones and whatever else you do. But what's your thoughts about trick-or-treating? Will people even send their kid out to go trick-or-treating?
I will tell you that the obnoxious white trash parents of Long Island will definitely send out their kids for trick-or-treating.
Wow.
Because if they didn't, they wouldn't know any other way. Listen, I joke. I don't mean the fact that your parents are rotten. White trash, yeah, but not rotten. But moving on. I think they are because you want to
send kids out to get candy from strangers in a non-hygienic way.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you what will happen because I know that my lovely other half that wants to see me buried 6 feet under, pretty much said that. Pretty much. Okay, the wife said that she's going to bring the kid to a couple of select houses within a block. That's about it. So places that we know. So kids are going to go out. They are going to visit. They are going to go ahead and look at the decorations. They're going to sit. Listen, if they could do drive-up movie theaters, if they could do drive-by takeout and all that, and drive up, they're going to drive around and look at the decorations. And that's the most that, like I said, and when it comes down to the day of Halloween, I'll probably see, you want to know what? It'll probably be about 50% less. But you want to know what? I can definitely guarantee on those lovely Levittown moms to truck in their truckloads of little bags of flesh that they call children and dump them in my neighborhood so they can grab the bowls of candy and then ship their asses back to Levittown. I have nothing against Levittown, but that's what happens every year. So Halloween won't be canceled. Neither will be Christmas.
Now, Halloween's on a Saturday this year.
But nevertheless, no, these holidays will not be canceled. And you want to know what? Because we are of pagan nature and we all love the lovely decorations. And we have no choice but to go ahead and celebrate the time of decorations.
Are you decorating?
Oh, absolutely. I bought a whole bunch of shit last year. I wasn't sitting there going hey, let me buy about $500-600 worth of decorations so I could go ahead and predict that, hey, COVID's going to knock it out of the park. No, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to decorate. A few people will show up. They'll admire. They'll like the scenery, and they'll enjoy it. And I'm going to do the same thing for Christmas because you want to know why? Everybody's going to come around that time of year. They still drive around. What is Christmas? They drive around and look at the decorations.
Yeah, but you're not. But Christmas is a little different because you're not giving out candy and people aren't coming up to the door and. But now, here is my question to you. Forget about Thanksgiving.
I mean, I'm not thinking. Forget about Halloween. Thanksgiving. We all sit around to get fat. Either we're watching the game, and or what's most of a traditional thing that most people have done during the parade. Will they have a parade this year?
They say they're having the parade. So far, they say they're having the parade. Now, I don't know I don't know how he does a parade in the city when the guy won't even let you go get food, um,
Or go to a comedy club.
or do anything for that matter. But listen, shameless plug. Anyone who's listening, anyone at all who knows anyone who lives in the city, complain all you want, but if 20% of the people are going to vote for the mayor, you're going to get stuck with some idiot like de Blasio. So everyone, make sure you vote next time for the mayoral election, in the mayoral election, and pick somebody sane who can remove snow, open businesses, not steal money, stop the police rioting and all kinds of crazy stuff. Like, pick a real mayor would be nice. That's all I'm saying.
And and,
But
and,
I am
don't
going to go
contradict
no on the
yourself.
parade. I don't think the parade's going to happen. Or if the parade happens, to do something kooky like, okay, the parade is on, but there's no one's allowed to go see it, and it's going to be something silly like that.
This parade has gone on for decades.
What year did the parade start?
I don't have the exact date. If one of our lovely listeners would like to chime in, I want to sit
should
there and
we
say
should we ask our crack IT team?
yes. Go ahead and ask them. But like I said, the parade has been around for decades, and it's a time staple that's part of history, and it's been going on and on and on. Where people gather all around the world, people gather in front of their television screens to go ahead, watch the crappy floats, and see everybody gather for a one-time event that happens once a year. And at the
Bose,
end of it, you get to see
19,
what
1924 was the
I was.
first year.
I was going to say 28, but so I was off 4 years. Um,
1924. So,
yeah,
could you imagine if it started in 1920 and this was the centennial anniversary of the parade, and this dipshit mayor would go, time out, not having it. Thanksgiving's
um,
canceled. Matter of fact, you can't have turkey. Everyone, you
yeah.
can have turducken, but you can't have anything else, and that's that.
Turducken,
Yeah,
turducken.
yeah.
I can't believe you brought out turducken.
John Madden, turducken.
You stuff a turkey in a duck and into a chicken. It's a turducken.
He did it every year. Remember, he had that crazy thing at the Thanksgiving football,
Yes.
the turducken. It had like 12 legs. That was crazy.
My God. If anybody needed to die of a cholesterol problem.
So
But yeah,
you think there will be a parade?
I say there has to be a parade. There's good, like I said, I don't know. You want what? Maybe we won't see the Cat in the Hat where you need like 1,800 people to keep that fucker down, but definitely like smaller ones.
But if there's no
But
float, if there's no balloons, is it even the parade? Like if
no,
there's
it's
no
not.
balloons, right? I
If
mean,
it, listen, if there's no gigantic, huge balloons to bring up like shit that's happened over our past and but it's not a parade. It's more of like a what's that thing that's been going on lately? Oh yeah,
a
protest
protest could be a protest.
or a rally if you want to make it more
That would be,
smiley.
what, a Thanksgiving rally is not a bad idea, as long as
There
it's
you go.
turkey.
Yes,
Um,
there's got lots of
so,
turkey.
all right, so you got school ending early. You think there's going to be a parade. You think the NFL season goes all the way through. Um,
Yes,
and Halloween is a go because of trashy moms who send their kids out for anything.
from Levittown. Yes.
Okay. Um, okay.
Joking.
So, what do you think about? Give me your prediction for New York City and Long Island for live entertainment. New York City for inside dining, comedy clubs, music, and stuff like that. Let's hear it.
Once again,
Do you
considering
want
the
to?
way.
Do you want to rub the ball?
Oh, I don't. I don't know if I'm rubbing you. Oh, I don't know if I'm rubbing your ball or that
No,
guy's
you got to
ball.
rub.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Well, I'm not. Listen, I'm not touching anyone's balls. Uh, especially after I got done hearing about a certain uh, comedy producer serving his fresh balls somewhere in Long Island. Um, yes. But moving on.
What the what?
Wait, hold on. What was the question? We were talking about balls. I got excited now. What
Inside
was it?
dining in the city and
Inside dining and comedy clubs and
comedy and
entertainment.
music and ticketed
Shit.
events.
At the rate that at the rate that moron Cuomo is going, I will say December.
December.
Yeah, why not?
We've been below 1%. They came out yesterday with the 1%
For
positivity.
34 days.
33 days now, right? So December, huh?
Yeah.
I'm going on record as saying in the month of September, on Long Island anyway. I can't speak for De Blasio because he's a few ants short of a picnic.
Why do you?
I'm gonna go in September. You will see comedy returning to Long Island. That's my prediction.
Are we talking about like underground comedy? Are we
Nope,
talking about like
nope,
Governors?
nope.
Like Governors. Governors will open in September.
There will be ticketed comedy events either on the patio, I believe, until
Right.
whatever. But there will be. I think it'll be allowed in September.
I listen. I don't know. With those two maniacal idiots that are in office right now.
Rose, I got the ball.
All right.
I'm
All right.
just telling
Listen. If you say September, I'll go with September. I'm holding on to December because you want to know why? The majority of the show, I've been a prick. So why not go ahead and just sit there and say
of the show or of your life?
no? I mean, really? God damn you! You know it's
Well, here's the thing, Bose. There was a report out last week. I think it was Friday. It was either in the Times or in the Journal. But there was a report, and they interviewed this couple of guys who basically concentrate on the hospitality and restaurant industry. And the one guy said that he projects somewhere between 60 and 65% of all New York City restaurants would be out of business by January if they don't reopen soon. 60 to 65%.
Some of them are going out of business
You
now.
don't recover from that. I mean, that's a lot of places closing.
Listen, places are closing now.
I know, but 60 to 65 is a death sentence.
Listen, either way, those two idiots that are in office right now, people are saying, you know, I hear other people like killing New York, not killing New York. Listen, you're not killing the state. You're killing the businesses. That's what you're doing. There was one place that I performed at once, Revolution
Which
Bar.
immediately closed, I'm sure, right after.
No, they waited until just after the COVID. No, no, a place over here in Amityville, Long Island. They closed. They've been around for years. Okay, they've had plenty of great talent run through that place. But the problem is that they can't open their doors and bring in business because of COVID or because of like the person that says like, no, we don't want any of this. We know about the numbers spiking. We know about the clusters. I was like, the only thing is a cluster.
But here's the thing. Bars are open on Long Island.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Bars are open. Yep.
That place is or was a bar.
Yep.
Albeit not a amazing one without entertainment in it. That was the
Right.
problem. So they weren't going to be able to survive. Just to go back in the 80s, Bose, when I was in my my early days of existence there.
You mean when you were in your 30s and the 80s?
In my 20s, you fucker. But that place used to be under a different name, and we used to go there like 3 times a week. That was a place to be back in the day.
Well, in the 80s, you went out, you did things. You didn't have a cell phone. You didn't have like social media.
No, but we had parachute pants and Capizios.
Well, I
and
apologize.
Cavariccis.
But like I said, back then you lived life and you enjoyed life and you had fun. Unlike today, where, like I said, once again, this millennia, like, oh my God, why didn't Jerry text me back? Oh my God, I'm not going to cope.
There's no one named Jerry anymore. No one.
Oh, fine. Why didn't Kyle text me back?
Don't make fun of my son.
Fine. Why didn't Zane call me back?
So you don't think there'll be ticketed comedy and music events on Long Island until December?
As far as you know what, it would be nice if that he opened it, not only just his eyes and his ears, but opened up the live entertainment and keep it at a certain capacity. Get shit flowing again. Get entertainment flowing again. But if you're going to keep on riding the horse of stupidity and thinking that, no, we got to keep everything closed and definite until the thing goes and 115% bye-bye, a lot of places you're going to see disappear.
Now you got an elementary school age child, so you have no concerns about sending him to school?
In fact, it was a vote in the House, and of course, I lose the vote no matter what. Even if it's 1-0, or if it's like no matter what, I lose the vote. So he's at home, virtually learning.
So they were concerned about going to school.
Yeah, only because the whole thing of
So your wife is sane, in other words, as opposed to you.
listen. It was more of like, what are they going to learn in class other than wash your hands, keep the mask on, wash your hands, don't talk, wash your hands, keep the mask on, keep the mask on, wash your hands.
No,
Now we'll learn. Hold on. Now we're going to learn math. Wait a minute. Hold on. Mikey, put your mask back on. Okay. So now 5 plus Timmy. No, you can't. No, you can't give hugs. No more hugs. No, there's no more. No, separate. All right. So
poor
5
Timmy.
plus
I feel
5
bad for
equals Jerry.
Jerry.
God damn it! Put your mask on. Okay.
There are no Jerry's. There's
And
no
once again,
Jerry's
I
anymore.
just purposely threw out the Jerry because you said that before. But the whole thing is like it's gonna be distracted learning. There's not you're gonna be trying to worry about what.
So as a parent, of a child who, what is he, 7, 8 now? How old is he?
Yeah, he's around there.
Okay, so he's in third grade or second.
Uh, I don't know anymore.
It's your kid. I mean,
Yeah,
feel free
he's
to
in
pick
school. He's in school.
one. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I mean, but so if he's better suited and he's going to learn more being home, isn't that better for him right now?
Yeah, because we're not going ahead and we don't have to deal with the fact of, once again, at least he'll have. See, my whole thing is where I agreed is where you go ahead when you're young, you conform to a standard of doing things every day. It's routine. You get to a routine. Okay. So now my son will be in a routine of, okay, he wakes up, he has his breakfast, does what he's got to do, pops on the computer, and whatever the class starts and whatever he has doing for a learning process is what gets done. That will continue on for the entire school year. Now, let's bring up where I bring my prediction up between November, December with the schools closing. Now, all these kids who have been used to a routine of getting up, going to school, washing their hands, not touching their face with the mask, not interacting, no more hugging. Make sure that you go ahead and put the mask on, and we'll learn a little bit on the smart board. Then they're going to go ahead and they're going to get cut right down the middle and say, oh, well, now you all have to go ahead and learn how to do this virtual thing and deal with how virtual is. So now the routine is changed up. So you wind up screwing up a kid because kids follow routine. That's the only way that they know how to handle life is routine things. If you take them out of a routine, it all goes to shit.
Well, so then, I mean, look, then based on your prediction and what you think, I mean, he's better off at home right now then.
Yeah, because I know he follows routines.
Now it's
That's
tough.
about it.
Don't get me wrong. I feel bad for you have one child in elementary school.
Right.
I don't have any young kids in school, but if you have a family with multiple children that are in, middle, high school, elementary, and whatever, I mean, first of all, you got to have a very, I don't know about you, but the Wi-Fi in my house, if my phone and something else are on at the same time, stuff starts getting a little spotty. I mean,
well, I'll tell you this. I get text messages because for some reason my phone is linked up with the school, whatever. And I get text messages and it winds up saying like, oh, sorry that the Zoom cut out. I'm already getting them. All right. So the Zoom isn't holding up, whatever procedures that they have in place. And I already made a complaint. Well, not a complaint, more of like a concerned question. All right, fuck it, it's a complaint. That the first day, whatever they had, whatever process they were thinking about using, whatever it's Google this or Zoom that, or whatever they were deciding to use, failed horribly on a massive scale between 3 school districts, because you have 3 school districts doing the Zoom. One thing, one teacher.
right.
Because it was like, I think it was 90% went back to school. 90%.
So they don't have the 90% of the kids went back.
90% went back in the 3 school districts.
So who's using all the the bandwidth and everything for Zoom and everything.
Once again, I have no idea how this is supposed to pan out and work. But once again, what I asked was, listen, you knew that school was opening up 3 weeks, at least 3 weeks prior
Yeah, but you
to.
know the deal. It's never as good.
But yeah, but now here's the thing. Whoever the DOE head was, okay, decided they were going to go ahead and like open up schools and everything. And how about you test your goddamn equipment and make sure it works? How about you go ahead and like not have any fumbles? Unlike us,
So how many disruptions did he have?
several. It was to a point of where it didn't work for 3 quarters of the day. Then finally, near the end of the day, it clicked on. But I've been constantly getting the whole thing of where it's choppy. Sorry that I got dropped. Sorry that things weren't working today. It's a constant.
I would hate. Could you imagine getting left back from Zoom school?
That's what I'm talking about. It's like, quickly, kids, get dressed because it's time to get to the living room.
Wow.
And then the thing is that, and here's the other thing also. We have all these wonderful. I'm biting my tongue so badly. We have all these wonderful people that come up with such wonderful apps and programs and are thinking about a new way of how to screw the public. How about we go ahead and work on these things, because obviously on a massive scale, everybody is starting to use them. Okay. It's to the point of where millions and billions of people are using social media. You figured you could go do something, Mr. Zuckerberg, or whoever the hell decided to come up with Zoom or one of those goddamn apps or applications that are needed to go ahead and socialize with the world. You think you could go ahead and put something to that other than like being worried about being on the stand about giving out people's information? Listen, we know you give out people's information. And if we all cared, if we all really gave a shit, we wouldn't be on any of these goddamn platforms, would we now? But no, we don't give a shit about our liberties. We don't give a shit about anything that our information, because we willingly go ahead. We put it all out there on the interweb. That sounded old, didn't it? But moving on, the thing is the fact that you need to go ahead, test something out, make sure it works. The fate of our children's education is in your hand, and you can't even take the goddamn time from stopping whatever it was you were going to do, put in a couple of more extra hours, cut into your big summer vacation, because you want to know what? What the fuck were you doing when the schools closed around March? What were you doing since then? Okay, you did a little bit of the in-house learning then. You figured you'd have let's say if we go do this again and people are still at home, let's go ahead and test see in July, August, and make sure it works. So this way we go online and boom, seamless. Let's go. But no, the children are suffering on a massive scale. They have to worry about wearing their mask while they're in school, washing their hands, which they should have been knowing how to do since, going out in public. And then now you got the children that have to suffer at home, trying to be protective and not have to worry about the mask and washing it of hands as much. They should still do it as much, and not have any flaws. Make it the more easier way, the more seamless way of learning, if that's going to be the future of teaching our children.
Now, so now the kids that are learning at home, and by the way, first of all, I have a lot of friends that are teachers, and we know a bunch of people who are teachers.
I have a bunch of friends who are teachers.
So first of all, kudos to them. I mean, I know you can be angry at the system right now, but they got a tough job right now. I mean, this isn't what they signed up for either. There's a lot of uncertainty about what they're doing. They're also, let's be honest, the teachers are older than these students. They're more at risk if, heaven forbid, this virus is a serious thing. They do say that it affects children differently than adults. So could you imagine going to school with 30 young children and you're teaching, and they might get a common cold, and you could get something that could kick the shit out of you for a long time. So, anyone that's a teacher, hats off to you, because it's a hell of a lot tougher than my job. And I know people always say, oh, you get summers off. That's bullshit.
No.
If ever there was a ringing endorsement for how good teachers are, is the minute schools were shut down and people had to have their own kids at home for 6 hours a day. By the third day, they were like, why didn't we use condoms? This is crazy. They couldn't handle it. I mean, teachers are insanely good at what they do. It's crazy.
Cuomo wants to go ahead and this in October, not now. He earlier today he had a little forum that he talks on, and he wanted to have a report card from the schools on their daily activity, on how they are conforming and how they're keeping up with ways to make sure that the school is ran in a proper way during COVID-19. Fine. He wants a daily report card of that. I also got a kick out of him real briefly where he said when he was younger, when he went to school, if he went to college, he was reading a book and he was staying, socially distancing. He was paying attention and he was doing all these wonderful things. He didn't party or do anything. No, not at all. But meanwhile, when he goes ahead and he states about his daily report card, he goes and contradicts himself in the same hour segment. He goes, well, if I had a daily report card, it wouldn't look good. I was like, wow, you're such an idiot. Thank God you got done saying that. You did all these wonderful things and you didn't go out partying when you went to college. But if you had a daily report card, you would look like shit. Thank God, you moron. And then he wants to know if the schools are participating with tests. The certain types of tests are same day or 7 days.
You're talking about COVID testing?
COVID testing.
Oh.
Same day. This is for whoever, thinks
they got a rapid and
a rapid, and then you want to know what? It's like you got the same day or 7 day. And you want to know what? This wraps it up to right around when women go ahead and they purchase Monistat 7 or Monistat 3. I mean, wait, hold on, ladies. I want that little problem for an extra 4 days. No, you don't. You want to have same day results, not the 7 day thing, because you don't know what's going to happen after 7 days. What an asshole for giving an option.
Gynecological discussions with Jeff Bosey will be following No Rhyme, No Reason. I urge you to call in with your questions about your vaginal issues and, things of that nature. He clearly has his finger on the pulse. He gets it.
I love my good friend Tim Saliani. He just recently said, doesn't Bosey know that in space no one can hear you whine? And what a better place for my aggravation and spew of garbage than in space, because, hey, it belongs out there, not amongst everything here.
So, Bose,
yes,
I got one more prediction for you.
One more, okay.
So you can, wait a minute, I keep getting my guy. Wait, rub it on, okay.
There you go.
The election.
Oh, fuck. You can't put that one on me. Okay.
Well, first of all, does it get off on time? Does it happen?
The elections are going to go as scheduled. However, they got to pull it out. I mean, like I said, once again, Mary called me today. Mary called me while I was filling up my truck. She wanted to find out a little bit of insight on how I was as a registered voter. So thank you, Nosy Mary. As far as what, are we talking about presidential? We're talking about the presidential, right? We're going to go right for that one?
You can give me all three. You can give me the president, the Senate, and the House. How do you think they go?
House goes Dem. Unfortunately, I believe. Listen, I'm not. Listen, I'm straight down the middle. But as far as what I'm viewing, what I'm hearing, and it is what it is. Trump again.
I got him winning a tight one. I got him winning 274 to 265 on electoral votes.
But that's the thing, though. He's going to wind up getting those, and it's like I said, it's going to be a close race. But
it's inexplicable. It's inexplicable because I believe he might be certifiably crackers too. But this is our choices. This is what we got.
That's the thing. You either have you have the lesser of two evils.
Bosey 2024. Because
I was actually leaning towards once again, Rich Rita, because you're a dick's dick. Catch on your ADD, people.
I am another dick's dick. I am. So
but
you got Trump winning. You got the Dems holding the House, and what about the Senate? You think it stays Republican?
I'm going to lean towards yes on that too.
Okay, so status quo.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then how long
Except,
after
except, except now the House is
it already
Republican.
is? It already is them.
It already is them.
Yeah,
I thought was it more? Oh, Pelosi.
Pelosi,
Of course.
Speaker of the
Sorry,
House.
sorry. Forgot about that part.
How
Forgot
many
about the
days?
alcoholism.
How many days after the election does until the Civil War starts?
Aren't we already in it?
Well, I mean, but well, it'll be more. I think it'll be more organized and armed.
I mean, we already all hate each other in one way or another. We've already reached a point of aggravation. Even as you well know, even in the comedy community, shit has been split up and thrown into factions. You know,
You know what?
mean, as
Who
something
cares?
as petty as comedians, in Long Island, and I said it that way, Long Island. With our bullshit of who likes who. You want to know what? At this point, once again, I'll lean towards I'm in the middle and also an anarchist. So what I'll do is while I'm going ahead and watching my two friends go ahead and burn each other at the stake, I'm going to sit there. I'm going to pop some popcorn and watch it at the same time. That's what I'm doing.
Let me ask you this:
Yes.
Are you
Go ahead.
excited? Are you excited at all about the thought of watching Carol Baskin on Dancing with the Stars?
Listen, nobody could have fed that mentally ill child to one of the goddamn lions. Really? Listen, it's bad enough we had to go ahead and endure.
Aren't they tigers?
Oh, tigers, lions, and bears. Oh my, I don't give a shit. Listen, it's bad enough that you had to subject us all because we're all stuck at home with COVID-19, couldn't go anywhere. So what did you give us? Netflix brought you, dun da da, the Tiger King. Go screw yourself, Netflix. Take a big red fucking end dildo and shove it in your ass sideways. Thank you for releasing that crap. And now we have to deal with Carol Baskin. Next, who knows? She might be on America's Got Talent. Or Who Wants to Be a Moron Air. Either way, we have to be subjected with that stupid moron for a couple of more seasons of some shitty show that God knows I don't watch. And you want to know what? If she winds up becoming one of the Masked Singers, screw you.
Well, I mean, putting a mask on her is not the worst thing you ever hear.
Jesus Christ, Carol Baskin and the goddamn Dancing with the Stars. What star is she?
I don't know. However,
maybe they could be on Amazon Prime
so
after
Bose,
about 3 episodes.
I know you've exhausted
Yes.
your ranting and your underoos are in a bunch right now.
I'm coming down. I'm coming down.
We got 2 minutes left. Anything you want to touch on or talk about? Or?
Well, listen. I don't know because all our discussions we have. So if we have a guest next week, that'll be great. If we don't have a guest next week, that'll be okay also.
Oh, we got a special guest next week that you're unaware of right now.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, listen. I guess I'll let you bring that in. Listen, everybody. It's towards the end of the show. Do me a favor. Leave a comment. Leave a like. Share away. And do me a favor. If you want to go ahead and see more of this, say something. If you don't want to see more of this because it kind of aggravated you and touched a nerve, say something. Because otherwise, Rich will inquiz me again on about, and I made a new word, inquiz. Go screw yourself, you politically freaking novels of the Webster Dictionary.
Do not play Scrabble with Bozy. You have no chance. Just
exactly.
No chance.
I'll make up words as we go.
He just makes up shit.
Leave a comment.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
folks,
go ahead, Rich.
Coming up after us, if you are watching live, I believe you get to see later on today, Domestic Disturbance. Are they on tonight?
I don't know because you want to know what?
Carla Okerson, Mike Keegan, Kim Saliani doing their
Love
thing
them.
on Domestic
Love
Disturbance.
Them. They need to pump out more stuff. And
tune into all the cool shows on Gubs Radio. We love Gubs Radio. It's gotten us through this crazy time. Daytimes, don't forget Knock 'em Dead Comedy with Tony Walker and Sally O'Neill. Except for Wednesdays when you get Eric Shevlin and Danielle Asher, and you got Ashland. Bose, as usual, I'm glad you got to vent a little bit.
Thank you so much. I needed this. I needed a venting session.
It was I can tell it was very therapeutic for you, and I feel like you grew today as a person.
Thank you so much.
Folks,
I try.
Thanks for tuning in, and as always, we appreciate the support. And feel free to hit the like and share button. And next week, we got two special guests joining us on No Rhyme, No Reason, episode, let's say 20, because who cares? No one's counting.
Listen, I didn't count.
Have a great night, my friend.
Have a good night, Rich Raider. Catch us again next week between 6:30 and 7:30. No Rhyme, No Reason. Love
Take
you
care,
guys.
people. Thank you.